Hello. That is an exceptional cup of matcha. Oh my god. Hey besties, what is up? Today, guess what we're doing? Trying to get my life together. How many times do I have to do this? A lot. Because my life falls apart a lot. Because pretty much every time I go through a really bad depressive episode, aka the last couple months, it's like my entire memory and personality get wiped away into oblivion and I have no idea who I am and I have to sit myself down like a toddler and be like, who are you? What do you want to be when you grow up? What's your favorite color? Because it's not there anymore. Now that the mood and the brain are feeling better, I'm kind of like in this weird floating around state where I feel good but like nothing's really happening. So today I'm literally forcing myself, like I'm giving myself homework to figure out what the fuck I'm doing. Good thing I already made a little bit of a list. I feel like the main first thing and kind of like habit I need to reintroduce into my life is journaling and meditation and yoga. Because during that phase in my life where I was doing those every day, I never felt better about myself, especially like affirmations and journaling. Because I just get stuck in my head a lot, so I need to like write it out so that it becomes like a real tangible thing. So the first thing I'm gonna do is journal, which is my journal right here. I don't even know the last time I opened this. January 31st. It's now like March 30th. So I'm first gonna sit here and journal, try to get the little gremlins out of my brain, and then write some affirmations, which if you don't know are just like positive sayings about yourself that you repeat over and over so that your brain learns them and then starts to believe them. And let's see if that does anything. Guys, I'm kind of in my delusional phase right now. Like it's either one or the other. I'm either depressed or delusional. There's no in between. Can you not lay me, please? I said it a million times and I'll say it again. This shit works. When people tell you to write in a journal, do yoga and meditate, I wish I could admit that it's bullshit, but it's not. I'm still just journaling my affirmations and I literally already feel better. Okay, I'm now gonna meditate because that's also something I have not done in a hot minute. So I gotta pick out a crystal, or two or three. What am I feeling? I'm feeling this one. I'm feeling this one. Yeah, I'm feeling this one too. So what do we got here? I'm trying to remember what these are called. I know the green one is malachite, which is for your heart chakra. And my chest is really tight right now, so I need that. This is like a red one. This is maybe red jasper. And then this black one, which is, I'm trying to remember. I haven't picked these up in a while. This might be obsidian. This one might be obsidian. Anyway, I'm just gonna go probably sit on my bed with my critters and just hold these and breathe and meditate, because that's what you do. Okay, feeling good. I can breathe a tiny bit better, which is good because the next thing I'm doing is not very fun. Don't tell me this is dead. Okay, good. All right, I'm gonna give you a confession right now. I honestly don't want to talk about this because it's a little stressful for me. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. This was my first year being like a full-time content creator where all of my income has come from like content creation, either YouTube or TikTok or brand deals. And this is all new to me, which means that I am like an independent contractor type person. I have no overhead boss or anything, so I have no one managing or taking over my taxes except for myself. And this is all new to me. I'm learning as I go. I don't really have like any help or knowledge on this because again, it's just me. I do technically have like managers, but they really just help me facilitate brand deals. They're not anyone I like answer to or anything like that. So now that it's tax season, I'm very stressed because I kind of knew that you could take out taxes quarterly. I didn't do that because again, I'm still kind of confused. So instead now at the end of the year, you pay taxes on everything that you made during the year. And this is also the year where I've made the most money ever in my life. So I owe a lot of taxes. I owe a big lump sum of taxes. And instead of being taken out every quarter where it's a little bit, it's just one big sum of money and it's stressing me out. So right now I'm trying to calm myself down and put together kind of like a repayment plan to my taxes so that I can pay off this year's and then also give a better plan of action and take out quarterlies so I don't run into this problem again next year. So this has kind of been hanging over my head recently. I mean, it is really my fault because I should have looked into it more and like did the quarterly thing like I kind of knew to. I was just hoping I wouldn't have to pay as much as I have to, and that was false hope. Yeah, like I'll be fine. It's fine. I've just never like managed this much money before. And don't even get any ideas because it's honestly not that much. It's a very average amount of money. I'm not making millions, y'all. I'm making thousands. So yeah, right now I'm trying to like budget and make a plan and just have something solidified so I can stop like internally freaking out about it. That's what my iPad is for. iPad means getting life together. Also, sorry I've just been like sitting in this same spot and just writing things down. Hopefully this vlog will get more more interesting. Okay, now that I did that, I'm like debating if I'm hungry or not right now. I think I am. I'm thinking about food, so I must be hungry. Breaking news, I'm back in my yogurt phase. In the summer, I ate like a fruit yogurt granola bowl every single day. It's coming back. Now that the weather's getting warmer, it's coming back. I got some plain coconut yogurt. It's unsweetened, so I'm just adding a little bit of maple syrup agave. This is good. This is really good from Trader Joe's. And a dash of cinnamon. Fruit of choice this week is blackberries and raspberries. And some granola, of course, you need some. Hold up, wait. One more finishing touch. More coconut. Actually, does shredded coconut go bad? I swear to God, I've had this bag for like 2 years. Where's the best spot now? Best before June 5th, 2022. It looks fine to me. I really don't care. Wow, amazing, beautiful, fantastic. Okay, now I ask myself, what's my next plan of action? I usually get like halfway through the day doing like my morning routine and distracting myself with like 1 or 2 things to do, along with feeding the pets, walking Zoe, feeding myself. By the time like 3 o'clock rolls around, I'm like, do I exist? Am I a human? Here's some things I do have in the works or want to work on. One is this big crochet tapestry that I'm making for my friend, which I already made her one and it took me 10 hours to complete. So I'm like a third of the way through this one. I'm taking it like just a little bit every day. There's also a different crochet project. I saw this bag on Pinterest and I have to make it. It's so cute. Now that I finished my sewing classes, it was like a 4-week beginner program. My brain thinks I could be like on fucking Project Runway. So now I just want to like alter a bunch of clothes and like literally go thrifting just to go alter them. There is, however, one dress I have that I want to make into a skirt that I've had literally for over a year now, with the hope that one day I would learn how to sew so I can make it into a skirt. So that's one project I can work on. However, I need to go like buy elastic or something so I could like make an elastic band for the skirt, which I'm assuming you can just like find at Michael's or something. I don't know. And then I've kind of been in like a reading rut. I haven't read anything in a while. However, if your For You page on TikTok is anything like mine, there's been a whole Hunger Games renaissance, resurgence, and almost every video on my For You page is about the Hunger Games. So of course, I reread all the Hunger Games books in like the past 2 weeks and watched all the movies. So reading those books again kind of got the ball rolling to want to read more. I can't even discuss my love for the Hunger Games. Like rereading it now as a fully formed adult, when before I read it when I was like in middle school, completely different experience. It's fucking insane, that series. It's so good. And one of the best book to movie franchises. So we have options. We have things to do. I kind of like to do that creative stuff later in the day where I'm kind of just like clocked out for the day. I can put on my TV show and just finish the night with that. So I was like, okay, what am I doing in between that? You know what? I did want to make cookies. My bananas aren't completely ripe right now, but I've been making these oatmeal cookies, which I think I made in my last 2 videos. I've just been obsessed with. I just make a huge batch of them and keep them in the freezer, and I kind of eat them as like granola bars. I don't know. I haven't had any bananas for like a week and I'm craving them. So maybe we'll make some cookies. Okay, that's step 1. We're getting somewhere. I feel like I'm about to host a baking show. All right, let's make some cookies. First, you need usually 3 bananas, but these are really big. Put them in a bowl and mash them up. Miso is joining us because she can never not be included. Of course my battery's dying. Hold on 1 second. You gotta go. Okay, next we're doing some oats. We're gonna do a cup of that. No, Miso. Miso takes things, she steals things, and then dunks them in her water bowl. So all her toys are just always soaking wet. I have menaces for children. Will I be able to get through any more of this recipe without being interrupted? Probably not. Okay, next, cup of oats. I'll write the recipe in the description as well as like a smaller batch version of it because this makes a lot. Sometimes you just want like a few cookies, not all of them. Half a cup of maple syrup or sweetener of your choice. Excuse me, can you please go away? 1 full cup of peanut butter. Here, Zoe, you want to lick the peanut butter? No, not interested. Okay. A little splash of vanilla. And that's honestly like the base of the recipe. Everything else is just add-ins. Okay, I'm gonna need a lot more oats. I don't know where I went wrong there. Kind of want it to be able to like clump and not be runny. So like it all clumps together. Oh no. Now Zoe's throwing up. Oh my god. This is the most chaotic baking show ever. Both of you are so ridiculous. I can't. Where was I? Okay. Add-ins. Of course, I feel like it's only necessary to add in some chocolate chips. These are just dark chocolate chips. And then if you're like me, trying to like balance your hormones or whatever, there's different nuts and seeds to do that. And it seems like the shining stars of these that are good for any phase of your cycle, whatever, are flaxseed and pumpkin seeds. So I'm adding both of them into here. Flaxseed will also help it like clump together more. I think I'm gonna do a pinch of salt too. Are you okay, Zoe? Are you okay, baby girl? All right, then we're mixing it up some more. Yay. This is the texture you're looking for. It's like scoopable, clumpable. You don't want it too runny or too dry. Just like that. As you're placing them, just flatten them out a bit because they don't really like spread. There we go. And then these go in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for 15 minutes. Oh my God, stop. Look, now this is all wet. That's literally so gross. Not to toot my own horn, but these cookies are literally perfect. They're so good. This batch came out amazing. I washed the covers of my couch, which I've done before, and they got all weird and wrinkly. This has never happened. Now my couch looks really ugly. I probably just can like iron it, but I also don't have an iron, which is something I really should invest in because so many times I'm like, oh, I need to iron this and I don't have an iron. I usually just use like my straightener to like quickly iron clothes. I'm mad at you, Zoe. Look at her. She's being all hesitant. Can you see her? She knows I'm mad at her. I banished her to the other room because she was mean to a dog on our walk today. I don't forgive you yet. Go back over there. She ran away. It's funny because she knows when she's wrong too, because as soon as we get in here, she cowers and she runs away. I don't like yell at her or anything. Just like sternly explain to her what the problem was. I tell her to go lay in the other room. I don't want to look at her right now. She's got to learn from her mistakes. You can only come back here if you apologize. Come here. Look at that guilt. Look at that pure guilt. Come here. Do you think she's guilty or what? Are you sorry? Yeah. All right, I accept your apology. 8 o'clock and the pajamas come on. So yeah, pretty much by 8 o'clock my night is over. What is with you two today? Anyway, this is like my Netflix time. And why not be productive and work on crocheting? Which is kind of an impossible task with Miso because then she just goes after all my yarn. This is my current project. If you can't tell from back there, it's a tiger. Almost on its head. This is gonna be massive. And yeah, I'll just work on that until I get bored or my hand cramps or I get too tired, I don't know. Lay down. Look, I'll even give you the blanket to snuggle. Go ahead, just lay down right there. Bedtime. Good night. Every time I turn on the camera, she's here. Good morning, everyone. I already did a little bit this morning. I went out and got coffee with my friends, and then we like ran to the grocery store real quick. Oh my gosh, hello. But right now I'm going to go to Michael's so I can pick up some elastic to hopefully sew one of the dresses I own into a skirt. And I don't know if Michael's sells fabric, but like maybe I'll buy some fabric for like more practice and stuff like that. But yeah, off to Michael's. I feel like there's about 3 places that I only go to. Trader Joe's, Michael's. It might just be those 2, honestly. Occasionally Target, that's about it. And a coffee shop or 2. Alright y'all, we're going on this journey together to see if I can take this dress and make it into a skirt. I honestly would really like to like make it into a spaghetti strap dress as well, like a little slip dress moment. I just have no idea how to do that. We're just gonna stick with the skirt. Okay, so this is what the dress looks like on. When I bought this, I honestly thought the back was the front. I thrifted this, by the way. Can you see my underwear through this? Probably, I don't know. It falls at a really nice length and it has like these slits on the side, so I'm just imagining a skirt. I think just like pinning it right here and then working from there, we'll figure it out. You could definitely see my underwear through this. So I'm gonna make it into a skirt and then figure out a way to make a lining into it later. But let's just get step 1 down. I don't care if you guys see my underwear. You know what underwear looks like. I'd rather not be flashing the general public though. Isn't this color just gorgeous? Okay, wait, you know what I'm thinking? I might have like enough fabric from the top part that I cut off to do like a second inner lining. We're honestly just winging this. I shouldn't be nervous because this has just been sitting in my closet, never being worn. Like honestly, even if I like really fuck it up, it's not that much of a loss. We're going for the cut. Fabric's kind of hard to work with. It's like very slippery. There we go. Step 1 is done. This is where it's at right now. Then all I'm really thinking of doing is just flipping this for like an inch, leaving that hole, and then just threading the elastic through it. I definitely need to put a liner in this though because you can see everything. Honestly, sewing is like 5% actually sewing and using the machine. It's all just like planning and cutting and pinning and Okay, here's that top part, and like that looks like a skirt, right? I like flipped it upside down. This bottom part down here is like where the neck was. So I think I'm gonna cut all along this bottom stitching and cut out the neck part. This part should fit my waist. Should is the key word. I really should have got one of those big cutting mats because this cutting board is not doing it. Okay, we're getting somewhere. The vision's coming together. This was the top part, which is like the perfect length to put as a little liner on the inside of the skirt. How I'm going to install it, I don't really know. So the back of the top had like a V-neck open back. I'm just gonna like stitch that together first so I have a completely like round skirt. This is taking me forever. Honestly, I would have been done by now if I didn't have to do like the lining part because I literally am figuring it out as I go. But we're making progress. So as you can see, like the 2 layers right there, we got the lining cut to size. I have it pinned all along the top. So now I gotta sew the lining to the actual skirt. And then there should only be like the waistband and elastic left. There should be. Okay, we're getting somewhere. You shouldn't be able to see my underwear anymore. And right now it's fitting like low-waisted, but I want to bring it up here. So I have this right here. It's been like 3.5 hours. Look at my face. I am literally red and sweating from how much I just did. But I have a skirt now. I mean, it turned out pretty much how I imagined it. Is it perfect? Fuck no. Is it even good? That's also debatable. As long as no one comes up to me and inspects my stitching, it's fine. Just use a little shirt to cover it and we're all good. This is what the waistband looks like. I just stopped filming because I was just freeballing and everything. But yeah, now I have a skirt. Yay! I need to go eat something. I'm literally sweating and shaking and ugh. I have to take a shower right now. I feel so grimy and greasy. Okay, showered, feeling fresh. Now it's time to play with the children because I virtually just ignored them for 3 hours. I locked them out of the room because there was no way I was getting anything done with Miso jumping on me. Hi! What do you got? You got your bone? What do you want? Which one? Crocodile? Yeah, this one's your favorite. Yeah! Good job. Yay! Miso's being suspiciously quiet. I don't like that. Come here, Miso! Oh, I see her. She's fine.
Okay, good night. I'm actually remembering to film an outro for the night, but I am already in bed, so I don't know how much that counts. Okay, good night, goodbye, love you.